Yo, what is good, all my fellow monsters and hunters of share? Godsend Killer here, of course, bringing you guys some good old Evolve. On today's video, we're going to be discussing our favorite bug medic, man, Slim. Now, as you guys may know, in the most recent patch 8.0 that is, Slim actually got what I think is a significant change. And I want to discuss if I think Slim is at the point to where he's back to his former glory, or if he's still, well, garbage. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. If you're a Slim player, or if you tried Slim after the patch, let me know how you feel about Slim. Do you think that he's returned to his former glory or getting close to it and he's valuable for a team, or do you think that Slim still needs a lot of work? Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, let's get right into it. Now, for you guys out there that do not know, Slim got a significant change that in which I should say that his Leech gun is now fully automatic versus semi. Now, as a result, they did nerf the fire rate a little bit, but it's still fully automatic, whereas Slim semi-automatic, even though it may have had a decent fire rate, it really just depends on your trigger finger, which would, results would vary. Some people would have faster trigger fingers than others, so Slim would sometimes, some Slim players would fire very slowly, while other Slim players would fire at a quick rate. But now with this change, I think it makes Slim a lot easier to play, because all you have to do is just aim and shoot. I mean, as long as you can sit there and keep your reticle on target, you will be constantly getting those hill bursts, and it's just, I feel it makes Slim just so much easier to play. You know, I'm not gonna say like, oh, this makes him a lot better, but because he's easier, it kind of translates to better. Because Slim, one problem that I felt that he really had when he started taking the nerfs is that he was too much work for little payoff. You know, you would have to make sure that your fire rate was on point and that you were hitting every single target and making sure you're healing the hill burst right and everything. And it was a lot of work for like barely any health, you know. So now that it's fully automatic, you're able to get these hill bursts faster and be sure to keep your team alive. So I feel that is definitely a step in the right direction, but it's not all good in Slim's, well, bug hood. Yeah, I know, that was cringe right here, I know, but deal with it. Anyways, let's talk about his Spore Cloud. Or excuse me, his Spore Cloud launcher. Now, the Spore Cloud is actually made to be seen easier by the hunters and the monsters. As you can see, when you shoot a Spore Cloud, it shows the little bubble where, you know, the area of effect that it pretty much has, like how large is it, where are you actually going to be in the Spore Cloud. It's a lot easier to see for the hunters, but like I said, it's easier for the monster to see as well, and monsters can dodge it and still see even when they're in it. When I was playing this play session, me and my friends were rotating as monster, and I was asking them, hey, did the Spore Cloud really seem to hinder your vision at all? And they said that no, they were still able to focus their target, and their gameplay showed. Like, I was trying to use the Spore Cloud to protect support, and the rest of my team, when they were, you know, badly injured, just trying to protect them, and the monsters still knew who everybody was. Now, really, the Spore Cloud just kind of hinders the vision as far as like your health bar and stuff like that, but it's not, in my opinion, I feel it's not as useful as it can be. You know, I think that it's a difficult thing to balance out, I must admit, because I believe that Spore Cloud used to be better. But it's something that I think could still use a little bit of work. Speaking of things that need work, his hill drone. Now, his hill drone is cool in certain situations, but that's the problem. Only in certain situations. It's not something that's really useful. You know, the only thing that I can really see it being useful for is playing rescue, where you can send it towards the in-cap CPUs, and of course, when there's a down body, you can send the bug to heal the down body. But you can argue that the Leech gun is more effective at keeping the down body alive if you're able to get close enough, because Slim's hill burst actually has a pretty decent radius. You know, a lot of people don't take advantage of it. They think you have to be really up close in order for your teammates to receive a hill burst, but that's not the case at all. I mean, I'm not saying you can be across the dome, but you know, there's a good amount of meters where it can actually affect your teammates. So you can actually keep a down body more effective, alive more effective than sending them a bug. Since I feel like the bug it's very situational, just like the Spore Cloud. So really, you're only left with Slim's Leech gun being the main thing, you know. So with all that being said, I think that Slim, he still needs some work. I think that Slim is still far from where he used to be back in his glory days, but he's getting pushed in the right direction. I think making this Leech gun fully automatic was definitely a right call, because it does make Slim easier and a little bit more valuable, because now people are going to be able to assumingly be able to get a lot of heal bursts if they know how to aim and not have to necessarily rely on a quick trigger finger. So I think that Slim is a little bit better, but it's hard to say that he's valuable when you have other medics like Val that have more effective healing and have more useful tools like tranks and of course weak points. So it's kind of hard to say that, oh, this is Slim is now the character you have to use when you're playing as medic. I think that he's kind of near Emmett status, where Emmett can be good in certain situations, but Emmett, and it's in my opinion nowhere near top tier, and I think Slim is kind of in that ballpark, excuse me. Maybe a little bit better than Emmett, but he can still use some work. But maybe you guys have a different opinion. Maybe you think that Slim is actually a really good medic. He may not be the best, but you think he's really good, or you think he's garbage. You guys let me know how you feel about Slim after this patch. And if you guys of course enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, it helps more than you know. And if you're new around these parts, don't hesitate to subscribe. Until next time, you guys take it easy. Laters.